Hello, good morning. It's me once again. Happy Sunday. By the way, here I am trying to be consistent and disciplined because I said I was gonna vlog in my diary every single day, and here I am today. It's Sunday. Yes, so I'm going to the shop to buy some things for dinner. So I took this opportunity to take the daily video. So here I am. Yep. So here I am. Record my daily video, and as I said, I'm going to the shop to buy some stuff: carrots, potatoes, a bottle of white wine. I was going to say cauliflower, but I decided not to buy any cauliflower because it was the choice of making cauliflower or definite potatoes. And my husband asked for cauliflower, and then I thought the rest, yes, I know, that's way too much work for me today. So I'm only cooking definite potatoes. It's a lot easier, just screaming, garlic, pepper and salt. So that's what I'm cooking. So I'm very quickly going to the shop to buy those ingredients, which I'm combining with my daily walk, which is amazing to me. So yesterday, when I finished recording the video, I said that perhaps I'm going to go back later on, or then I'll carry on doing the video today. I didn't go back to recording yesterday because we got busy. Went to the shops, went to the city centre. We had a great day. Came back, it was too late, so I didn't finalize recording the video yesterday, but hopefully I said goodbye to you guys in a manner that perhaps you didn't expect any further videos to be recorded yesterday. So I keep repeating the same words. I'm still shy, you know, and yeah, I know I keep saying that I'm still shy as well, and I'm a bit of an introvert, but honestly, this is huge. What I'm doing right now is huge. At the same time, it's boosting my confidence a bit. So yeah, before I finished the video, I said my husband and I, we didn't speak to each other for 2 days. Yes, for 2 days we didn't speak to each other at all. So the day that we started finally speaking to each other, he was baking an apple crumble, which is amazing. He's such a good cook, as I mentioned a couple of videos ago, I believe. He's such an amazing cook. So yeah, so he was making apple crumble. The apples, he got it from a cycle ride that we did to go to a raw milk shop. It's a farm. The farm's cows. I'm not sure whether they farm cows or they produce milk in that farm. So it was a raw milk shop. So it's a shop. It's not even a shop. It's like a small kiosk. Nobody attending it. So you just go in, drop the money in a box, right where you bought. And that's it. There's some elderly people walking my way. So I'm going to stop talking right now. Good morning. Good morning. So he said good morning to me. She didn't, but she gave me a nice smile though. Yes. So there's this an unattended kiosk. So literally just put the money in, get whatever you want to grab, and then write on a list what you've bought, perhaps, so they can do later on. They can do their bookings. Yeah, so what we bought 2 bottles of 2 liters of raw milk. I also decided to buy myself a sausage roll because I always like to try things I get from farmers shops, whatever they're selling, because you always get different tastes, different textures. I tell you what I didn't like. No, it wasn't a sausage roll. No, it was a no, a Scotch egg. Yes, it was a Scotch egg, but the Scotch egg was not that nice because they minced the meat too much, so it didn't have any texture. It also needed some more seasoning, maybe a little bit more salt and pepper, whatever, or white pepper. I'm not sure what seasoning they add to Scotch eggs, but that one was not nice at all. It didn't have any character, any texture. The meat was minced into a paste, which I didn't like. I mean, I would eat it fine if I was starving, but I wouldn't buy it again. No way, I wouldn't. And yeah, so we bought the raw milk, and it was the first time I had raw milk since I was a little kid, and the first time that my husband tasted it. For me, it was a surprise because in my memory, the taste of raw milk was completely different when I used to have as a kid, completely different. And to my husband, he said essentially, they said it just tastes like normal milk. And if you guys don't know what raw milk is the sort of milk that doesn't go through any process. Like how they heat the milk to a certain temperature to get rid of any bacteria. So raw milk is actually straight from the cow to the bottles, because the milk they buy in the shop, in fresh milk, it needs to go through this process to get rid of any things that may cause issues, like, I don't know, whatever illnesses may be caused by bacteria, any sensitivity to it. So even if you see fresh milk in a bottle in a shop, it needs to go through that process. And raw milk is great, but it doesn't last as long as the fresh milk you buy in a shop. With raw milk, I think it's got a lifespan of about 4 days. Yeah, but we adventured out there. On the way back home, let me go back to the apple. Oh my god, I forgot the name. Honestly, my memory is so bad. What's it called again? That's how my memory has been affected. The fact that I feel I've got extremely low confidence in myself, even makes me even more nervous to remember things that I was just talking about a couple of minutes ago. Oh my god. Apple what? It's not apple pie. I can see in my mind. Apple scramble? I don't even know if it's apple scramble anymore. That's how my memory is going. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about anyway. So on the way home, there was a house that had some apples outside, and they were cooking apples. So we stopped and we picked up just enough to make the apple scramble. I'm not even sure. My god. Oh god, I feel so embarrassed right now. But anyway, so we picked up enough apples just to make that recipe anyway, because they had lots of it. But that's part of being part of a community, even though that was not our community. That's in a village way far from the city that we live. We cycle there, but that was, to me, that's part of being part of a decent society. You're not selfish, you think of others, because you could have grabbed as many apples as you wanted. There was a sign there saying grab as many apples as you want. So we just grabbed enough, picked up enough to make our recipe. And then so that's when on Friday evening it was making it, and I walked in the kitchen and said, "Oh, it smells nice in here." He said, "Yes, I'll be making this apple thing that I can't remember the name anymore. Honestly, it's killing me inside, because the more I think about it, the more I can't remember the name. And I said, oh great, amazing. And it actually was already cooked on the side. And then he said, I'm also making some fresh custard, homemade custard, not from powdered, fresh, using eggs, milk and fresh cream as well, and some a bit of vanilla. He said, are you going to have some? Yes, I said, of course I am. I'm just waiting for the custard to be ready. And that's how we started talking to each other again. We had a bit of a chat in the evening, eating the pudding they made for us. And then, yeah, in the morning, woke up, he said, I'm going to the city, want to come with me? Yep. And that's how we started talking to each other. So yeah, our relationship, I'm not sure it's the same with everybody, but I feel that it isn't. We've been together for about 23 years. Yeah, I'll say so, 23 years. We started seeing each other in 2001 or 2, don't remember really well. Now we're 2025, so you can calculate how long we've been together. And then our relationship has always been a turbulent one. You know, I'll add that to the to-do list of stories I'm going to tell in the near future. I'd love to have some time to speak to you today, but because I'm just very quickly going to the shop and I'll be returning to finalizing cooking the dinner, the Sunday dinner, I won't be going through today. Yeah, so our relationship, we've always had lots of turbulence, and sometimes I just feel like giving up, you know, and even more than that. So sometimes I get the feeling he just wants to go, and then the argument that we had on Thursday or Wednesday, I don't remember when it was. Thursday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, I don't remember when it was, to be honest. He said to me, just had enough of me. Our relationship is about this much to end. I said, well, if you want to end it. And then, to be honest, in one way, that would kind of give me some relief, because we going on and off. And then I feel like we're at the stage, honestly, sometimes we can't even stand to look at each other. But at the same time, it terrifies me as anything. It terrifies me, not because of being on my own. It's because, essentially, if he does that, I'm going to become homeless, because I've just been made redundant. I don't have a job. And if he decides to end, where am I going to go to? Whose house am I going to go to? I don't receive any financial support from anybody. I don't have any house to go to and stay, you know. And that's what's really scaring me at the moment, is that aspect. I'm 45 and look at this situation that I'm in. Homeless. No, I mean, I might find myself to be homeless. Hang on, there's some people coming over again. I need to pretend I'm doing something on my phone and not recording. Yeah, homeless and 45, no job, nothing. That's what really scares me, especially when I'm looking to start some projects, which I mentioned a couple of videos ago too. So yeah, that's what's really scaring me at the moment. Anyway, I'm approaching the shop now. I'm going to put this video on pause, and then I'm going to carry on with it when I come out of the shop. All right, I'll get that. See you in a bit.